Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your love and romance reading for March 2021. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are sick and tired of all of us tarot readers that do nothing but stupid love readings, you came to the right channel. You just clicked on the wrong video. This is the love and romance reading for those people who want to know about love. But every single week, I do a weekly forecast for all the zodiac signs where I talk about everything except for love. Whatever spirit wants to talk about. Spirituality, healing, intuition, career, family, friends, whatever comes in. Okay, so be sure to check out the weekly forecasts as well if you want to know about stuff other than love. But this is the love reading, so let's get right on into it and see what's happening for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Your first card here is the Devil. Okay, Major Arcana card. So when the Major Arcana cards come in, this is going to indicate that we're at a significant crossroads in our life where we're coming into a new chapter, and it's a defining moment. Okay, it's something we were meant to experience for our growth, for our betterment, on our path. Now, the fact when I'm doing love readings and I have Major Arcana cards come up as like the first card, it tells me that many of you are dealing with a very significant past life connection, and that there's some kind of contract here. There was an agreement that you all were going to meet for a specific reason. The Devil card is so very layered. Okay, it can mean so many different things. So I'm going to hold off judgment on what this card means for the collective here, the Sagittarius collective, until I see what other cards are coming in. Intuitively, what I feel is that many of you have already broken out of a karmic cycle with somebody from the past, and that you guys are dealing with, like, you're in this level of healing where you're dealing with your own, like, earthly, physical interests and desires. You might also be manifesting some kind of very passionate connection here with somebody who might be bringing you into your body. You might be in some lusty energy here. We're going to see what the cards have to say and what's going to come up. This can also indicate some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn placements, that area of your life can be where the door is opening for love to come in for you, or how you might be meeting somebody. Okay, very many different ways that the cards apply. And so the reader has to read the energy of the person and get a feel for what the implication is going to be here. But we're going to see what the other cards have to say. And so, your first card here is Queen of Cups. I just got confirmation. What did I tell you guys? I felt like there was some healing of, like, your physical body, your physical desires. There could be, like, a very passionate physical connection here. And the Queen of Cups here, right, it is like wifey energy, right? It can have a sense of, like, marriage, but much, 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 much deeper than that. Queen of Cups is a card of healing, intuition, healing, okay, self-care, self-love. And so this is a card about taking a time out and investing some time and some energy into you and what you need. Okay, so some of you are coming out of a time of healing emotionally by feeling more safe in your body. Okay, feeling more safe in your physical world, feeling more safe with, like, the partners that you are with, or the partner that you are with. Some of you might be coming out of a long period of celibacy, and so you might have a soulmate or a life partner here who is helping you with that transition, who maybe knows what you've been through, who's being patient with you, but also has a very intense desire to be with you, right? And so you might be figuring out those desires and those aspects of yourself with this person, okay? But there's a sense of healing here when the Queen of Cups comes in, okay? Some of you, I hate to say it, Sagittarius, but some of you are in the classic, angel meets devil, love story, because we know that happens too. And sometimes that happens for us to see our light or to recognize our dark side, and to make a decision where we want to be at. That's a whole nother topic. I know there's people who say, well, you can't be all one, you can't be all other, and I get that, but most people maybe stay on one end of the spectrum more than the other end of the spectrum. And so this might be somebody who's coming in where you're having to make a spiritual decision. Okay, those of you who are into like spirituality, into metaphysics, you might be attracted to somebody who maybe is in like a darker practice, and you're having to decide, how far you want to go into that. But I feel for the majority of you, there's like a healing through, like the Marvin Gaye song. I'm not allowed to say the word or I'll get in trouble. YouTube will ding me. But the Marvin Gaye song, the healing, the lectual healing. It rhymes with lectual. But definitely hear that kind of energy here. Okay, your next card here is the Ten of Cups. This is fulfillment. This is inner peace. Okay, so some of you are, like I said, making peace with the things that troubled you, the things that haunted you. You're making peace with the things that you want, the things that you're into. And Sagittarius, my belief is this, as long as you're being safe and you're being cautious, and the parties involved are consenting adults of legal age, whatever you're into is like, people are into different stuff. And so maybe some of you are giving yourself permission in that regard. But not just that, finding like an emotional connection, an emotional fulfillment, right? Ten of Cups comes up when it's like all the boxes are checked off, all of the cups are full. And so a lot of you are manifesting a connection here that's fulfilling you and satisfying you in every single form, in every single way. And this is very interesting. I feel, and this is very specific, but I feel there's like some of you who are coming out of a period where you may even have been married for a very, very, very long time, but that marriage was never consummated. There was never a physical exchange between you guys. And now that marriage has ended. And so now you're like, well, I want to know that side of life, right? Or maybe you just kind of didn't give yourself permission, right? And you thought that, oh, well, okay, well, then I have to choose. I have to pick, right? Either I'm going to be with someone where it's really physical and there's no love and there's no emotion, or I'm going to be with somebody who's a really good person that I really love their heart and soul, and they're very dependable, but there might not be passion. Ten of Cups is saying that's not how it is. Ten of Cups is saying that with the right person, you have all of those things, right? So Ten of Cups is like, and I know that this is a card that a lot of people see as like, oh, I'm going to get married and I'm going to have babies, right? That can definitely be a meaning of Ten of Cups. I'm not taking that away from you guys. Some of you are manifesting marriage and babies. However, it's much deeper than that. Much, much, much deeper than that. Because this is inner peace and fulfillment. And so the right partner should be everything. The right partner should be your best friend, your, person that you explore physical things with, and the natural, human desires, someone that you tell your secrets with, somebody that you work together who's like a teammate and a partner in life, right? Your partner should be all of those things. And so Sagittarius, you guys are coming into this kind of relationship, right? Some of you might be having a talk with a marriage mate, a spouse, a longtime partner, and you might be saying, hey, don't take this the wrong way, but I need a little bit more spice here. So some of you may be having that talk about the things that you feel would be nice, or the things that you would be fulfilled, or the things that you want to try. Okay? But here is happiness and fulfillment, right? It doesn't have to be one or the other. It doesn't have to be one or the other. This next card here is oh wow, look at this confirmation. Ace of Wands. This is passion. This is passion, okay? This is desire. This is excitement. This is getting your fire back, okay? For some of you, all of this is coming through a really massive root chakra unblocking, right? Maybe you didn't even know your root chakra was blocked, but it's unblocking because of all of the work that you've been doing, or the decisions that you've been making to be happier, or to like regulate your thinking. I feel for a lot of you, it's coming by surprise because you weren't trying to do it. You didn't set the intention of, let me unblock my root chakra, or let me manifest this, passionate, emotionally fulfilling relationship. You were just kind of working on yourself. And then all of a sudden, boom, like, it's like, wow, there it is, right? Like, you're feeling that drive, you're feeling that desire, you're feeling that ambition, you're feeling that passion, and you are attracting passion into your life. Now, Sagittarius, those of you that you're in this situation where you've been with somebody a long time and the spark isn't there, the fire isn't there, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, how can we get our passion back? I'm going to tell you something that a lot of people don't realize, okay? We try to get physical passion going by, kind of like, dressing a little provocative, or, bringing some lingerie into the bedroom, or, maybe you're experimenting with some of the naughtier things, and you're trying to just kind of get that vibe going, and you might feel like nothing works, right? Like, what's wrong? And you might even be working on your appearance. Like, you might be working on, your physique and your looks, and your, like, your hygiene is on point, your self-care, physical care is on point, and you're like, why can't we get that fire? Like, what's wrong with me, right? Like, I walk down the street and other people are checking me out. Like, why do I not have this chemistry with my person? Sometimes people don't have chemistry, but in this case, with the Ace of Wands, okay, what people don't realize is, yes, that those things help. Hygiene definitely helps. Making yourself as, like, physically pleasing as possible helps. But we've all seen it, guys. We've all seen people who maybe are not traditionally attractive. Maybe they don't even have good hygiene, but we see that they have a partner that's, like, all over them, right? Like, we can tell that in their relationship, these two people are really into each other. So what's the secret? How come that person has someone all over them, and you're here, like, doing all this stuff to work on yourself, but you don't have that fire with your partner? We lose ourselves along the way sometimes when we're being very rigid with ourselves, and we're not enjoying life. And I'm not saying this to be a Pollyanna. I'm not saying this to be a cliche. I'm saying this because it is the truth, okay? The thing that's going to bring fire into your life is if you have fire inside of yourself. If your fire has gone out inside of yourself, you're not going to have a passionate relationship, okay? That's when you might kind of target, like, the Don Juan energy, or I hate to say the Jezebel energy, when, like, somebody sees you as your fire is out, you feel defeated, nothing makes you happy in life, and so they come in and they try to appear to be this perfect person and sweep you off your feet, but they're just trying to get into your pants, and you get all worked up, and you get all connected, you get all attached, and then they're off. They saunter off to the next adventure, and you're like, what the heck just happened? Right? They see that the fire is out, and so they come in a way where they manipulate things to turn that fire on. Then they walk away. What happens? The fire goes out again, and we feel defeated, and we close ourselves down again. So a lot of you are finally getting your fire back. You had that experience with the Don Juan or the Jezebel who came in and got you all hot and bothered and sauntered off, and your fire went out, and the Ace of Wands is like, you're getting your fire back. If you want passion in your relationship, you have to have passion in life. There have to be things that you are passionate about. And so I feel a lot of you are bringing beauty, creativity into your life. You're allowing yourself to be inspired through movies, books. And I don't mean like physically inspired by like reading raunchy or naughty stuff. Maybe that might be a part of it for some of you, but I mean on a deeper level, spiritual level, mental level, emotional level, things that are inspiring your heart, your spirit, your soul, and you're getting your fire back, right? And that is making you irresistible. Some of you are finding that in your marriage or existing relationship, it's like you're finding each other all over again, or you're finding each other in a completely new way, right? This is a collective reading, so your circumstances are different. For some of you, this is a new partner altogether. You're coming out of a long time of being alone, and this is a new partner altogether. And for some of you, it's a resurgence within an existing relationship. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Three of Wands. Now, Three of Wands is a card that gets a really bad rap in love readings because it gets automatically labeled as third-party situation, right? Or somebody who's juggling 3 different people or 2 different people. Can that be what the Three of Wands means? It can absolutely be one of the things that Three of Wands means. But Three of Wands is a card about mental awakening and expansion, going out there to just kind of explore and see what happens. And it's a card that comes in with the message of like, this is the point of no return. You've started something, there's no turning back. You're not going to know until you move forward. And typically with the Three of Wands, the outcome will be a favorable one. But, you know, the message here is like, once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Like your way of thinking has expanded. Your way of looking things has expanded. And so some of you might be overcoming some mental blocks or limited thinking around passion, around your physical connection with your partner. And I don't want to get all, you know, freaky here on you people, but your first card was the Devil card, right? But there was also all of this connection, and now we have the Three of Wands. Some of you might be getting a little wild with a partner. You might be getting into some again, it depends on your frequency, it depends on your vibration, it depends on where you're at. Okay, so some of you might be exploring like the poly kind of stuff, but not all of you. I feel that for the majority of you, this is like finding yourself, exploring yourself with your partner, right? Or with a partner that it feels safe for you to do this. Okay, it feels safe for you to do this. I don't want you guys to panic. I don't want you guys to freak out. I don't want you guys to go, oh my gosh, I'm cross-watching and I'm talking to this Sagittarius. Are they going to try to get me into some weird stuff? I don't feel that. I don't feel that this is something that's being forced on anybody. So if that is your situation, it would be something that you manifested because you wanted it, right? And it might be for a very small percentage of you. I feel for the majority of you, you are allowing yourself to let your wall down, you know, breaking like this long time of like this cold spell, and, you know, connect with your passion, connect with your desire, and to explore that aspect of yourself with someone with whom you feel safe. Okay, so my darlings, be sure to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Your Venus sign, a lot of people swear their Venus sign really resonates for them when it comes to love readings. Or, you know, maybe you want a private reading. You can go to calendly.com/amethystangelite and schedule a private reading with me there. You guys do also please check out the weekly forecasts. I know love is fun. It's a part of being human, right? But also there's so much more to life, right? So be sure to check out the weekly forecasts as well. Don't neglect the other aspects of yourself. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, Sagittarius.